Hi there, and welcome back to my channel where today I will be talking about the opening first two episodes to season 2 of the Halo TV show on Paramount Plus. Um, Before we get started though, if you would please hit the like button, and if you'd like to see more content based on Halo or any of the other stuff I like to talk about, then please subscribe. And without out of the way, let's get into it. Just some backstory here. Halo has been part of my life for the past decade and a half, probably. This has been my favorite video game series of all time, and to say that season one was a bit of a letdown, that is definitely an understatement. Um, Going into season two, I was a bit weary of what was in store. The trailers looked pretty good for the most part, but so did the trailers from the first season. Despite the season one's shortcomings, I still had some excitement left in me. There were still some things from the first season that I quite liked, like Kai. I didn't completely hate Chief and his emotional arc. It was still not the best, but I kind of liked where they were going. I think season two has definitely improved on it, but then I also kind of like the brief moments we saw of the Covenant. I feel like we didn't get enough of them in the first season, and I like them. I like their designs and everything. But so with the negatives in the first season, which I'm not gonna list them all here because there's plenty. Um, I mean, how are the first two episodes of season two in comparison? Well, I think I am happy to say that this season, while not perfect, it still has its problems. Is definitely off to a strong start, and I'm actually kind of excited to see where it goes. The first two episodes had better character moments and interactions. Overall, I think the story is heading in a better direction. I don't think this is a spoiler because it's been in the trailers, but the Fall of Reach is a really good story, and I think they can do this. But but more specifically, what do these episodes get right and what do they get wrong? Well, with all that other stuff out of the way, if you don't want any spoilers for what happens in these episodes, now is the time to click off and go and give them a shot for yourself and see if you like them yourself. So, Episode 1, Sanctuary, starts with the evacuation of citizens before the planet is glassed by the Covenant. Chief and the rest of Silver Team aid in this evacuation, and already we see more personality with the banter between the teammates. Vanek has more memorable lines, and I do enjoy him more in this season. He was just kind of bland in the first season. Chief goes on a rescue mission to rescue Marines, and he gets caught off guard by elites. And it's a very good fight scene. That's something I think that the first season did pretty well, though, was its fight scenes. Whenever the brief moments we got them, I think they did them pretty good. Um, the rest of the episode plays out with Chief trying to convince Ackerson, Halsey's replacement from season one, of the elites that had attacked him before the glassing, but to really no avail. Um, that is a minor problem I kind of have with this episode, though, is that, but I don't know. I think it kind of plays into his character as he's trying to discredit the whole Spartan 2 program for his Spartan 3s. So we'll just have to wait and see. Um, my major complaint with this episode is everything going on the rubble. I just wasn't interested in it, and it leads to the only good part of that sort of side story from the first season, Soren being taken. The whole rubble plot kind of reminds me of something out of The Expanse, which is my favorite show of all time, but this just feels worse and kind of cheap. When one thing I did like though was when Soren enters the derelict ship and the episode and uses the mag boots to stick to the ground. That definitely did give me some Expanse feelings, even though I guess that kind of stuff wouldn't be exclusive to that show, but it was kind of fun to see. The relationship between Silver Team I feel is the good part of the episode. I think they're all more interesting in this season. Yeah, I wish we got more Kai though. This episode ends with an elite overlooking a rising Covenant fleet. A really good, like really beautiful shot. So overall, a pretty good start, but still has its problems. Episode 2, Sword, is also a pretty good episode, but also has its problems. Some of the negatives, I guess some of the big negatives, was that Quan returns, sadly. I know one of the least liked aspects of the first season by pretty much the entire Halo fandom. Although I didn't completely hate her like others, I was still hoping she wouldn't be back. Another problem being back is Maki, who returned somehow. Um, it's Her character was really weird in the first season. Uh, I don't know. I hope they can improve on her character and Kwan's character. Because although I might not have liked them, there was still room for improvement. So I guess let's just see how the rest of the season goes. Some of the pros of this episode include Riz. Her character gets like a lot more depth, and you really see the pain that she's going through after last season. I didn't care for her in the first season, but this episode really made me like her and sympathize with her, which is why I say there's room for improvement with Quan and Maki. I think they can bring these characters back. Another thing I liked this episode was Chief's character. That's something I think these episodes are doing well. The way he questions his sanity after taking his inhibitor chip out. Being a character out of the suit, while definitely a controversial choice for some, I kind of like seeing the more human side of the Chief, which is what I think 343 did better than Bungie. Um, this episode ends with Silver Team embarking for Visegrad Relay from the Reach video games, which is just an awesome callback. Chief at the end claims the Covenant are on Reach. There's music to my ears in a weird way. It's something I can't wait to see more of. I think they're on the right path here. These episodes, while not perfect, they have their problems, but I'm actually excited to see where they go. Halo Reach is one of my favorite games and stories of all time. If they can continue to improve where they have been wrong before, I think this season can end on a positive note and let us be excited for what is to come. I'm happy to see places like the Halo subreddit that I was on the other day after watching these episodes. They were actually kind of excited. They liked what they were seeing, so it's cool to see some of the Halo community kind of warming up to the show. But yeah, that's my review for the first 2 episodes. I'm not planning to do like a video on each episode each week just because I got school going on. Sadly, um, I'm thinking of posting many reviews on Instagram though, so that is something you want to see. I will link my Instagram below. I will be at the end of the season. I will be doing a complete review of it and how I feel after all is said and done. So that is something you want to see, or other content involving Halo or other games I like. Or hey, even if you like Transformers, you can subscribe to my channel for more content. Thanks for watching. Let me know down below how you felt about Season 2's beginning so far.